just like I did for the smaller ones, I'm going to take a small piece of ribbon and I'm just going to mark where I want the middle to be. I mean, not the middle, where I want the top to be. So this is where I'm going to put the ribbon that I'm going to hang it from. I'm not doing that right now, but I still want to have it marked so when I'm ready. And the only reason I'm not doing it now is because I'm not sure if I want to put the ribbon on the inside or the outside of the bulbs. I think I'm just going to work through it and kind of see how it comes together and kind of let it lead me. Alright, let's get to work. So what I'm going to do is start with these long ones, and I'm going to put these around the outside of the bottom half, and I'm going to use that as a way to put on the bigger ones. Now they all are the shatterproof ones, so they're really light, so they won't cause a lot of weight. So I am glad about that. So I'm going to start with just lining these up along the outside rim. I'm going to move that up just a little bit so I have some room. The good thing about glue sticks is they dry really fast, so you can get a lot done in one sitting. And I don't think I'm going to get this all done tonight, but I'm going to watch Amazing Race and do this at the same time. So you enjoy the music while I enjoy Amazing Race. Okay, so what I'm noticing is that the glue stick is melting the pool noodle right here. I think I'm gonna have to wrap this in garland. That's the only way it's gonna work. Alright, so let me go wrap this in some garland and I'll be back. Okay, we're back. I wrapped it in garland and now I have somewhere to glue them to. It's a little sparse because I didn't have a lot left, but I think I have enough where I can get everything covered and it'll be good. Alright, so pretend you didn't see that first part and let's start again. Well, here's the plus. It actually glues to the grass a lot quicker, or the fake garland I should say. The glue sets faster, so hopefully that'll mean that I'll get this done faster. All right. Okay, so I have all of them down around this rim. I'm going to stack the largest ones around here, which is the bottom area, and then I'm going to add some smaller ones to it. And once I get this bottom ready, I'll be ready to add in all of the other ones, but I really want this part down here to look a certain way, so I'm working on this one kind of hard. All right, let's go. Sa akin at sa iyo, may parol at may punong Pasko. Sa simbahan kay daming tao, masdan mo't anong saya ng bawat isa, pati na ang magkaaway ngayon, pati na sila. Bakit ba hindi pa nga araw-araw Pasko sana sa buong mundo? Araw-araw sana ay palaging ganito.
namamasko. Pagbigyan nyo ng...
Okay, so you can see I got a lot more done. Let me move you in. I'm about a quarter of the way around. And I was trying to think how I'm gonna do this and blah, blah, blah. So here's the deal. I have a lot of smaller ones too. So that's what I'm gonna use to fill in these holes. Because there's a lot of holes around here. So I'm gonna use the stars, I'm gonna use the Christmas trees, and that's what's gonna fill it in and make it look real bulky. But for right now, this process here is just really tedious and it's boring. So I'm not gonna force you to sit through it. So I'm gonna finish gluing on as many of these as I can get around. And I'm thinking I may have to go back to the store and buy another pack because I don't think I have enough. I bought a pack of 120, but it was not 120 round ones. A lot of them were the stars and the Christmas trees. So I'm gonna try and think it out some more and just keep gluing, and then I'll come back on when I've made some more progress. So I ended up waiting until the next day to finish it. I just set up on the floor, and you'll see Honey and Mason both in and out the frame, but I just wanted to get it done, and I decided to just do it a little bit more random than I had originally intended.
Maraming bagay ang dumarating, lahat ay lilipas din.
Ligaya't kalungkutan, panapanahon din lang.
I also wanted to mention that I did not end up going back to the store to buy more ornaments. I decided to work with whatever I had.
Nasubok ng panahon, dala nito'y liwanag lalo na sa ngayon. Tuwing Pasko, mas ramdam mo, dama sa ating tinig ang init ng pag-ibig. Na 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 na, thank you for the love. Na 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 na, thank you for the love.
Nagbalikat ka.
So here's where I realized that I was running out of ornaments, so I decided to make the big bow on top, and I figured that would tell me how much more of the area that I actually needed to fill. And I'm doing it with the same technique that I used for the candy canes and the other wreaths.
Salamat sa pag-ibig, nasubok ng panahon,
Dala nito'y liwanag lalo na sa ngayon. Tuwing Pasko, mas ramdam mo, dama sa ating tinig ang tinig ng pag-ibig. Na 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 na, thank you for the love. Na 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 na, thank you for the love. Pasko, mas ramdam mo, dama sa ating tinig ang tinig ng pag-ibig. Na 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 na, thank you for the love. Na 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 na, thank you for the love. Iisang pamilya, isang ating ama, isa ang pag-ibig na galing sa Kanya. Pasko, mas ramdam mo, dama sa ating tinig ang init ng pag-ibig. Na 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 na, thank you for the love. Na 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 na, thank you for the love. Pasko, mas ramdam mo.
What I'm doing here is just creating the loop that will actually hang on the hook. The hook is going to go inside the window, and then the actual wreath is going to hang on the outside of the house. You can see right here that Honey finally decided to come hang out with me. You'll see me turn it around a few times. I'm just trying to see it from different angles. I also stood up to get an idea of how I would see it from the street.
It's Christmas, bells are ringing, choirs are singing, joyful melody. It's Christmas, come let's celebrate. A Christmas tree with lights I see, and gifts for the family. A Christmas wish for you and me, for peace and harmony. It's Christmas, bells are ringing, choirs are singing, joyful melody. It's Christmas, come let's celebrate.
So what happened here is I didn't like the way it looked once it stood up. Those ornaments were entirely too small. I wish that I had saved some of the larger ones to go at the top. But what I ultimately did was take some of the large snowflakes and put them in that spot. It just didn't look right.
Bells are ringing, choirs are singing, joyful melody. It's Christmas, come let's celebrate. It's a season of giving, the season for sharing. In our hearts, joy outpouring, with the love of Christ our King. It's Christmas, bells are ringing, choirs are singing, joyful melody. It's Christmas, come let's celebrate.
And here's my final product. So I'm giving you the viewpoint of me standing up and looking over it. You can get an idea of how it will hang. And actually I did hang it up over the door, and it's hanging a little oval, but I'm just gonna go with it. I love the way it turned out. I ultimately spent about $45 on all the materials, and that's including all of the ornaments, the bow that I've used for several different things, and the pool noodles.